Pastor Roy Gearhart from Galloway United Methodist Church in Franklin, Pennsylvania, sharing a few words of encouragement to help us follow after Jesus. Today we're going to look at the Battle of Jericho. Now, when the people of God entered into the Promised Land, they didn't enter into a cohesive nation. This was a collection of city-states. Every castle was a kingdom. Every leader who could put together a fighting force was a ruler of some kind. And so they have to meet all of these different rulers and different powers, and there are all kinds of battles that ensue. Jericho is the first of these. And Jericho is a unique battle because it doesn't follow the normal kind of battle strategy. The Jericho is a walled city. Now, normally with a walled city, you've got to either do something to knock down the walls, dig under them, throw things over top of them, do something to either break a hole or crawl under or over that wall to get inside. No, they don't do any of those things. The strategy that God gave them was to march around the city. They were just to go on parade. Now, the first day, this may make sense, where you're going out there on parade and you're thinking, hey, we're going to impress these people. Maybe they'll just give up. Then after you do this for days, you begin to wonder, well, what's next? Are we just putting them under siege so that we'll starve them out? Well, this starts to raise questions, no doubt. And you're wondering, what's the next step? I mean, fantastic that we're showing them our power and strength, but what next? And some people had to begin to feel foolish, and to the people inside, it had to look strange. And so that by the time you get to day 7, you're wondering, okay, come on now. We need a real plan here. But God's plan was, again, parade around the city. In fact, not once, but 7 times I want you to march around the city. And then with the priests leading the way, they blew the trumpets. And Joshua told the men, shout for all you're worth, because God has given the city into your hands. And, well, the wall fell down. There was a collapse in the wall. They hadn't done anything to cause this, but this collapse opened a gap that they could just charge right into and take the city. This is a battle scene that doesn't celebrate the fighting power of the Israelites. It doesn't even celebrate Joshua as a great military leader. It celebrates him only as a leader who could lead the people to follow God day after day, faithfully in obedience. And that in itself is a huge challenge. But what we see is that what may look foolish at the start in following after God proves his wisdom and power. That's a lesson that any one of us can learn from. That is something that can impact us daily, to know that trusting God is the only way to see his power and wisdom come to life. I've seen this over the years where, we step out in following God, and it may at first look foolish. You may question, where's this leading? How is this really going to benefit my life? Like if you don't go out and party and carry on with your friends, or just fall in with the crowd and do what everyone else is doing, you may really feel foolish. You may feel left out, and people will gladly tell you that you're being a fool for not joining in with them, for not fitting in. But I've seen it over the years many times, that there are people who never stop that wild living, who end up destroying their lives with it. And there are others who eventually wise up and see what you saw long before, and so that the wisdom and the power of God is proved out in the long run. There are many people who will tell you that you are a fool for following Jesus. And in fact, if you try to share your faith with them, they may tell you how stupid they think you are, and to shut up and to keep your religion to yourself. They don't want anything to do with it. And so you may feel like a complete idiot trying to share Jesus with other people. But you know what? I've seen many times over, down the road, people who told you to shut up and keep it to yourself, turning around and turning to God. And sometimes even turning back to you, because you're the one person who ever tried to share Jesus with them. You were the seed planter who gets to see that come to fruition. Remember that there are things that you're going to step out in faith and trust God, that are going to look foolish to you or to others, but God is leading, and when God is leading, his wisdom and power will be shown in the end. So step out in faith, trust God, remember Jericho and the way in which God brought the victory. May God bless you, and as you share this good news, may God make you a blessing wherever He takes you.